unaped. Evidence of your unaping fossilized in ambergris. Immortal trillions of micro-monuments, a brimming ocean of lifeless desert. Reptile, remember.
Has anyone ever looked at the sky and pondered what wonders might be floating billions, even millions of kilometers yonder? Have you ever thought, what's up and out there in the stark darkness of the starry night's faraway nightlife? What celestial structures and salacious solar bodies might be housed in the extracurricular terrace of the great weightless matrix? What weird worlds could our hairless chimp-sized glimpse? What strange sands could our fickle knuckles tickle if we were to board some kind of ship that could go to space? It is there we go. It is there we go. To the outer Spation station. Rocket thrust past the rocky crust. Boost through to the blue sky. With no where or way to wander but onward and away. Our current distance from Earth is 100,000 miles. It's now no bigger than a breadbasket. Perhaps our craft drifts toward an other planet, if you can imagine such a thing, with a color so different from our planet's palette that it might as well be red. What greetings and meetings are in store in this almost Martian marketplace? A special series of craters spatially resembling a facial shape on a surface dusted with factual rust? Maybe there was an ocean here many hundred years ago, because it's possible there maybe isn't here one now. May not we find the site and sign of a Christ-like crucifixial sacrifice on the top of a mountaintop's mountain tip? The ethno-Catholics would surely have a bone to pick, which is their cross to bear. Let's go even further out, to 200,000 megameters. We now arrive at a veritable Venus, a planet wet with unviscous slippage. What protozoic protists could be booting up their freemium life kits in the stormy ooze of slimy newness, decorating the Goldilocks lukewarm Waterhole with plump bursts of pre-egg? A sponge pocked with fractal ducts? What about a microscopic biopa that forms a busy body, like a Portugal man of war, or even a tiny cell with organelles? And these contain psychoplasms. Let's rush forth further. Our distance from Earth is now equal to the time it takes for 1 year's worth of light to travel the span of velocity of light's distance as it travels through space over 1 calendar year, otherwise known as a flight year. What's this? A planet with many rings? Home to countless wingly creatures with 50 reaching fingers each? Did we find a hive-minded nest of ScratchSquatches that lay eggs that hatch from the inside out? Or a blue tree with gooey roots and 2 seedless fruits? Or 3? Or a literal alien from a completely different galaxy? We are going further now. What as yet undiscovered frequencies may we uncover by attuning our antennae ad astra? Assuming the Beurocrastic Nastronauts at ground control don't play Devil's Challenger, what triple gold Voyager Vinyldiscs and Derelict Monulyths could we grab with the grabbers on our craft to study? Like a mating manual, graphically detailing genital rituals digitally. What about a crypto-coded Morse trap, cleverly disguised as a distress OS? The fish is on the hook. What about a fully automatic Cybgorgon that messes you up if you get too close to it? Our hypothetic shuttle is sputtering its last drooly drips of fuely drops. Let's pitly stop on this luscious land before ner time for dinosaur-ner foreigners. This is a jawsome jungle of jolly monsters. Which of these bumbly Junglian shadow puppies will happily gas up our cruiser with their petrol-y liquigels pump-wise? A sparkle monkey? A big bat with triple the normal amount? Or a Tauraton with a mouth inside of its mouth? Or, fuck it, a girl giraffe? Parsecs past the Big Dipster and wading well into the bolt of Orion's bell curve. What astronomical oddities could be some kind of quasar be blasting beams of laser outward like Moby Dick's Blobly Hole gushing spoutwort? Might a white hole house a black hole worm, worming its way into backroom wormholes and whole white dwarfs? Can an Andromeda form from a nebulous cluster in a non-Milky Way? And could the heavens contain stars? Dust. It would seem now we're entering a quantum tunnel that weighs quite a ton. Might we have a close encounter with a gross countenance? A visage absent mucous membranes with only the barren essentities of the fusiform features, like a fetus but green? Whether tall or short, could the Loper interstellarly depart his disk and offer up the fact of the matter on a silver saucer? Could we not telepath with the no-nose Nostradamus, with two colossal oculi, over-dilated with voidant inky murk? Hello, I am the clever something which directed the construction of your Gizan pyramids many years ago for mysterious reasons. At this point, we may ascertain that this species is specious. Maybe these hail fellow wellmets have trade secretions or fancy cancer cures to share. However, we should not discount the plausality but let us not disqualify the plausality that it is ill-advised to interface, as they may have some furtive motive. We should cautiously be wary of their toxic logics, like, oh, human milk should be bottled and sold on the Milk Road, as well as toxic gases such as poison gas. A tactful galactic empire could wipe us off with a single wipe. And their bombs and guns might have new colors, like Perpy 3. Or perhaps we should redirect our radars to the intraterrestrials, likely hiding in the deepest depths of our planet's subcrustance. Of course, our universe is home to many beautiful suns and stars and moons and Mars and planets and Mars and planets. But if Mother Earth had no other Earth to Brother Earth, and we are truly allonesome in our ozone home zone, perhaps she harbors mysteries deep within her seas? What tentacled mucksters could be skulking under wetter, deep below the Paleozoic pressure chamber of the unmannable submarine mantelplace? A squid? Or chance that the amazing space thing isn't lost in outer place? Sane enough to say the intelligent creature plays both hider and seeker? Are yourself you a being born into a crew manning its home base in listless rotation? Or are you a mere visitor here, inquisitive near analyst, probing cranially through the canals of man's annals, until you tire and retire home?
There, flying sorcerer! Here, head pilot! Kneel, gazing ape! Rise, sun-cast shadow! Omni-entity, capitulant acolyte! Unexplained animal phenomenon, machine learning deep dream, desire and consider, you are the contact.